Pisces Moon is quite a bit different than the other signs. The energy gets so high here, an infinite ocean of possibilities opens up. Pisces is the great void. It's this sign that's loaded with potential energy. So basically, the moon in Pisces can make your greatest dreams come true. What is Pisces Moon? And what does it mean in your natal chart? Just because Pisces is the sign of nothingness doesn't mean you'll get nothing from the sign. It's quite the opposite when the moon is here. In astrology, the moon is the queen. When you put royalty in a sign full of potential energy, that's exactly what you get out. Some of the most respected astrology scriptures in the world, including Brihat Jataka, say the moon in Pisces will be rich. These people hold natural energy to own gold, property, expensive clothes, yachts, and nice cars. Not only that, it can give you the partner you've always hoped for. Welcome to Astrology by 33, where ancient astrology is made young again. It's an honor to have you here today. The mission here is to revive lost teachings to help you realize the great potential sleeping within you. This is about discovering the truth in astrology and weeding out the rest. Pisces moon sign is a position of abundance because Jupiter rules the sign of Pisces. Jupiter is considered the best planet for luck, happiness, and overall prosperity. In astrology, the moon represents your mind. It's everything you think and feel. So when your mind is in Pisces, your thoughts become limitless and full of possibility. These people think big and have the ability to bring their ideas into existence. Jupiter is the most optimistic planet, so he makes people excited and hopeful about their inspired thoughts. Also, Venus gets exalted in Pisces, and she's the planet of money. So this is more evidence that Pisces has the potential to make a person wealthy. This sign takes on whatever you put in it. The moon becomes luxurious here. It's important to understand that the sign of Pisces is like a blank canvas, and you're the artist. If any planet in your chart is aspecting the sign of Pisces, the energy and color of that planet gets painted on your canvas, and your thoughts will end up like your painting. For example, if you have an exalted Jupiter aspecting your Pisces and Venus sits with your moon, you could end up singing and writing some of the most feel-good songs in the world. Pisces moon can be an expert in fine arts. Now, in astrology, we know that Jupiter supports higher learning, and he brings wisdom to Pisces. We also know that the moon's energy is educated and wise, as a queen should be. When she sits in Jupiter's sign, she becomes very cultured and literate. The famous astrology text Yavana Jataka says the moon in Pisces is rich in knowledge and science. These people study and can create some of the most advanced technology and computers in the world. They're the ones who can make cars run on water. They have the gift to engineer healing devices that don't invade the body in any way. The Pisces moon zodiac sign holds the biggest and most hopeful ideas out there. These people can revolutionize the planet, and the world needs this energy. So if you have an idea that's been weighing on your heart, it might be time to get working on it. When we share our natural gifts with the world, we strengthen our unity and grow in power. The moon in Pisces is not a hiding energy just because Pisces is a sign of quiet, distant places. Pisces moon deals with the unseen realm, like big ideas and the ether of technology without boundaries. These ideas might be discovered in isolation, but that doesn't mean we should stay disconnected. One of the most common Pisces moon traits is being educated in your craft. It's studying whatever it is that gives you big ideas, hopes, and dreams, and getting really good at it. That's what will fuel your love for education. If you follow your heart and not society, you'll find yourself liberated from the rat race and the artificial grid. We don't have to follow the structure of our ancestors. That system is flopping. Part of the Pisces moon meaning says, when we unplug, we recharge. And that's when the magic happens. Pisces is about letting go. Sometimes the best ideas come when you're taking a shower. It's not about trying too hard. It's about just being and simplicity. Less is more. The homes of millionaires are often sparsely decorated in clean simplicity. When you have too much stuff, you clutter up your mind. Pisces moon energy is very simple and sophisticated with purpose and high efficiency. It's getting to the point in an elegant way. When understanding Pisces moon, we realize that Pisces is the sum of the 11 signs before it. Pisces is number 12 out of 12 zodiac signs. It contains all the lessons from all the signs before it. It's when you've been around the entire block and know all the houses in your neighborhood. Once you've been there and done that, you can ride around the neighborhood again, or you can exit and travel around the world the next time around. Your mind is now mature enough to be in the most accomplished sign of the zodiac. This is where you ask yourself, what have I learned? Who am I now that I've been around the block? How have I changed? What would I do differently next time? How can I share who I am now with the world? These questions are core to the Moon in Pisces meaning, and this includes all the lessons from your past lives too. They subconsciously make up who we are. Before we get to some interesting Pisces Moon characteristics next, if you'd like to show your support for the many hours of love I put into this video, make sure to press the thumbs up button below, and thank you so much. The Pisces moon personality is fair and ethical. They're naturally good-hearted people and try to live a moral life. Even if they choose not to be religious, these people are often more righteous than some people who practice religion. They fly under the radar because they're humble and don't brag about how spiritual they are, because they don't see it that way. They really are spiritual. They don't try to be spiritual. Pisces moon is honest and open-minded, and they don't get jealous. The iconic astrologer Saravalli says the moon in Pisces is virtuous. And an interesting side note is he also says these people enjoy sailing. Remember, the moon rules over water and Pisces is a water sign. So these people literally love being in and on the water. Another perk on the list of Pisces moon facts says these people have a healthy sense of competition. That's because their moon is directly aspecting the sign of enemies on the opposite side of their chart. This gives them motivation to work hard in their craft or business to stay on top. This energy is great in sports because it feeds a good game. When we learn to love our enemies and practice good sportsmanship, we find ourselves closer to liberation of the mind. Brihat Jyotika says the moon in Pisces will put their enemies to disgrace. So this placement has natural victory. You're probably going to be the winner here. They're strong people and have a lot of endurance for conflict. These guys don't give up easily. The Pisces moon horoscope also says they make excellent speakers. The ancient astrologer Prituyashas says they have a strong spirit when they talk. They speak with conviction that flows from their powerful beliefs. If you'd like to have Pisces moon explained even better, make sure to see what house your moon is in. That will give you way more information than the moon in Pisces alone. If you follow Western astrology and you're a Pisces moon, you're probably an Aquarius moon in Vedic astrology, which uses the sidereal zodiac. You might want to check that video out if you feel this one didn't describe you. Vedic astrology uses the sidereal zodiac and pushes your whole chart back almost a full sign. Most astrologers won't tell you this. If you'd like to learn more about the sign of Pisces or the moon individually, check out the links at the end of this video or in the description below. The Pisces video in particular goes much deeper into the energy of this sign and what it really means. It's worth a watch if you want to know more. Astrology should only be used as a general map of possibilities, not something that rules your life. You rule your own life. The kingdom is within you. All the planets and zodiac signs are inside your body. Your whole being is the temple of the Holy Spirit who lives within you. This whole channel is based on intensive research from ancient astrological text, plus years of prayer and meditation. If you'd like upcoming videos from this channel, make sure to subscribe below and visit astrologyby33.com for more. And always remember the ultimate lesson of love in Pisces.